My name is Kayla. If you haven't been to my classes before, this is a mixed level flow. We are going to be building up some heat, so I really just want you to take care of yourself, listen to your body. If there's something I'm asking you to do that you don't like, please don't do it. You don't have to do a darn thing I'm saying. You could be like drinking wine, just watching if you want. It's totally up to you. I personally brought a pillow from home. You're welcome to have a pillow as a bolster, or you're welcome to have blocks with you. I've got some blocks over here on the side. So go ahead and just get yourself settled to get this space set for your practice. I personally like some lavender going on in the background with my little oil diffuser, or patchouli, if you're into that hippie stuff. Just do your thing, get your space set. And we'll meet together on in a comfortable position on your mat. So just find a comfortable seat and just start to settle in. You can take any little bit of fidgets if you need, just to get yourself ready for stillness. And I invite you to just lift up your crown of the head, sit up nice and tall as we center here. I've got my pillow under my hips to elevate them a little bit. It makes it easier to relax the front of the body. We'll keep that natural curve in the spine, but you can do whatever works for you. If you prefer to kneel or take a lotus variation, that's fine. You could be laying down, just do your thing. So go ahead and close the eyes if you haven't done so already, and just start to tune into your breath. Tune in without making any judgments. It's okay if they're a little shallow right now. Maybe they're making a little bit of noise. It's okay. Just let it happen. Breathe. And as you continue to keep awareness on that breath, bring your focus down to the bottom of your legs. So you're making contact with the mat. Just relish in the feeling of being supported and grounded and safe. This is your time to do something for yourself, to feel here, be present, be grounded. And anytime you might hear something, maybe there's a dog barking in the background, maybe that kid's running around, just tune that out like you've got a big old bell around your space, and nothing can permeate that bell. Your sacred space. And when you're ready, I invite you to gently let those eyes open, taking in those shapes and colors. And still sitting up nice and tall, let's inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears, take a big squeeze here. And as you exhale, let the shoulders fall down and back. Good, big inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. I challenge you to let those shoulders relax even more with this exhale. Big inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. And good, last exhale here. Excellent, bring that spine back up to neutral if you felt like you were bowing a little bit. And just wiggle those fingers a little bit and just shake those hands out. We did this last time, we'll probably do this a bunch. We're just gonna shake that out. Get out some of that stagnant energy. Maybe you've been sitting a lot. Maybe you've had a lot of pent up energy. You haven't been able to do anything with it. Maybe you just want to flick those fingers out. Just get rid of it. Let that out. If you're in a safe space, maybe you can even give yourself a little couple shouts or singing. And then let that go. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start to inhale the arms up overhead. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Shoulder blades down and back, pushing down that spine. Open up the arms. Give yourself a little cactus here. If it's okay, you can even draw the elbows back. Really open up the chest here. Draw those shoulder blades together. Good. So we're going to crunch it back together. Bring those elbows in. Belly button pressing to spine. Really squeeze that core. You can even drop the head, chin to chest. Inhale, pull those elbows out and wide. Cactus the arms. Exhale, draw the elbows in, squeeze and drop the head. Inhale, open up, cactus the arms. Maybe press them a little further back. And exhale, squeeze into the midline here. One more big inhale, open up that cactus. And exhale, squeeze into that midline. Good. Bringing it back up to your neutral spine. Let that right hand drop down to the right side. Reaching along with that left arm. Start to open up that left side body. Feeling that left hip plugging into the mat. Roll that arm around. Feel those big back muscles as you swoop it through to the other side. You can take your time here. Oh, yes. Good. Reach with that right hand. And you can either be up here with that left arm, or the elbow can come down, or any place in between. Good. Swooping that through to the other side. Feel those big back muscles. Oh, and then reach towards the right. Maybe you can even reach that arm back a little bit. Open up that shoulder. Swooping it around, coming to the other side. And if you open up the shoulder up on the other side, try to do that here. We want this to feel good. We don't want to feel any stringing. And let's do one more on each side. Swoop it around. And last one, swoop that through to the other side. Good. Draw those hands forward. And we're just going to inflate the back here. So you should still have the sit bones and the tailbone firmly grounded here. And we're just kind of walking those hands forward a foot or two, whatever works for you. And as we inhale, we're going to round through the spine, almost like you're inflating the back body. And you're letting those lungs pull you up. And exhale, release that back to a neutral spine. Maybe draw those shoulders down and back. Open up the throat. Good. Inhale, filling up that back. And exhale, shoulders down and back. Open up the throat. Start to make your way forward to our first tabletop. I'm going to turn towards the side here. Get my pillow out of the way. So, if you want to have your pillow under the knees or blanket under the knees at any point in time to make it a little bit more comfortable, please feel free to do so. So let's go through our tabletop here. We want the fingers spread wide, shoulders stacked over the hips. I'm sorry, shoulders stacked over the wrists. And make sure those hips are over the knees, and you can just start to sway out your tabletop here. Make sure we've still got the belly button pressing firmly towards the spine. We still want a strong core. And then wherever you are on your mat, walk the hands forward or feet back. Come into your first plank. Get set in your plank here. Really press the mat away. Spread the fingers wide. Nice long line from the crown of the head down through the heels. Good. Start to lift the hips up and back. Come into your first downward facing dog. Nice big breaths. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day. Take a moment here and just enjoy. You can pedal out your feet, maybe sway the hips. And then one by one, let's drop one knee at a time and come back into our child's pose. Whatever you like to do for your child's pose, you can go ahead and do it here. So for instance, I prefer a block under the head, feels better on the neck. If you like the knees a little bit wider to help give your chest some more space to melt, you can do that. Just be sure to keep pressing the hips down towards the ground. Taking this moment to just rest and tune inward. Beautiful. Start to shift the weight forward. Come back to that plank. All right, let's go through our chaturanga real quick here. So remember, you can always drop the knees if you need to, and then you'll shift forward, hugging those elbows in towards the rib cage, lowering all the way down, coming up to your back bend of choice. If you like your full chaturanga, we'll come in from plank here. Elbows squeeze in towards the rib cage as we come to a hover above the mat, pressing the weight forward a little bit, and then when you're ready, back bend of your choice. And you can mix and match, of course. Good. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Good. Let's really press that left heel in towards the mat. Take a big inhale. Float those right toes up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Keeping the hips squared. And see if you can just strive for a little bit more height with that right leg. You can really push up into that glute. Be careful not to stack the hips like that. We still want to be squared. And as we draw forward, we're taking a big exhale. Tap that right knee to the right elbow. Hold here for a moment. Big inhale, lift that back up. Exhale, drawing it through to the plank and tapping right knee to left elbow. Hold for a moment. Inhale, rise. And exhale, back to that right elbow. Hold. Maybe you can get up to the tricep. Ooh, that's tight. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale to that left elbow. Maybe you can get to the bicep here. Inhale, lift that back up. Exhale, bring that right foot through. Replace the right hand with the foot. Now, if you're falling a little bit short here, that's okay. Just get that foot in position. Take your time. We're going to be lifting up. Crescent lunge. Nice strong pose here. So we want the knee over the toes. Try to keep your lunge as low as comfortable, but watch that front knee. Lifting up to that back knee. Lowering up some heat. Good. Dropping the hands to the hips. You can either hold here or take a little back bend, whatever amount you like. Watch that low back. And then drop the chest to hover over the knee, thigh, whatever. And place those hands back down to the mat. Step that right foot back down to your plank. Lower down chaturanga, variation of your choice. And exhaling to the back bend. Tuck toes, downward facing. Nice big breaths. Catch your breath here. Make sure we've got our core engagement. We're really lifting that tailbone up towards the sky. Pressing those heels into the mat. Good. Plant that right heel. Or just press. If you're like me, that heel is probably never going to touch. So just do the best you can. And then take a big inhale, left toes rise. Three-legged dog. And then push for your height here. Really try to lift that heel up. Can you get there a little higher? Press it up. Good. Big exhale, shifting that weight forward. Bring left knee to that left elbow. I'm already getting hot. Good. Inhale, float that up. Exhale, draw that knee to the right elbow. Hold. And float that up. Big inhale. Exhale, back to that left knee. Maybe you can get up to the tricep. And a big inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right side. Lift that up. Awesome. Bring that leg through. Replace that left hand, crescent on the other side. Sink in here. Find some softness where you can in the face. We tend to get real mad. Or maybe you're clenching your jaw a little bit. Just try to relax. Relax the space between the eyebrows. And you don't have to do that loud, but maybe just pretend you're smiling. And good. Bring those hands down. Let's bring the hands to the hips and take our little back bend if you like it. And we'll come all the way back down to that plank. Replace that left foot with the left hand. Lower down chaturanga of your choice. And back bend. Good. Take those hips back. Child's pose. And just enjoy the little breather, the little break. Oh, let's walk those left fingers forward just a little bit. As we inhale, we'll raise that right arm up. And as we exhale, we're threading that arm up underneath. And you can just drop the head and neck, relax as much as you want. Gently come up. You can walk that right hand forward just a little bit. And inhaling the left arm. And exhale, thread that under. Nice shoulder stretch here. Relax the head and neck wherever you are. And go ahead and release. Let's take a big inhale. So we've still got our fingers kind of tented forward. We've got some length in the spine, still pulling along with the tailbone and the crown of the head. And take a big inhale. Float those lungs up just like we did in the beginning. And exhale. Shift that weight forward. Come into your plank. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Start to take little baby steps up towards the palms, or if you're feeling wild and crazy, you can jump it up towards the hands as well. Once you get up to the top, let's take a big inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Enjoy your forward fold. Release the upper body. You can maybe sway it side to side. You don't have to have the legs straight. They can be nice and bent here. Give yourself a little buoyancy. Good. Release the arms if you chose to grab the elbows. Let's tuck that belly button in and up towards the spine. Vertebra by vertebra, draw it up like a big old rag doll. When you come to the top, take a big inhale, draw those shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, allow them to fall on the spine. Good. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll start to drop the hips down into your chair pose, Utkatasana. And you can make this as easy or as difficult as you like. Obviously, the more difficult is going to be down here. And if you're having some knee issues, you can always come up here, your chair. And let's go ahead and reach those hands up, straighten the arms. Inhale, straighten up the legs. Arms are coming back behind the body. And I invite you to take a little bind here if you like. If that's too much, you can just keep reaching those hands back behind. Take that bind if it feels okay and open up those shoulders. Maybe you can even start to drop that head back. Open up the throat. Good, release. Gently lift that head back up, watch the neck. Arms come up overhead and exhale, fold. Inhale up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, firmly ground into that left foot, and we'll start to lift the right leg up for our standing split. So same idea with the three-legged dog. We don't want to be stacking the hips just to get that right leg higher. We want to be using that glute. Whatever hand variation you like is fine. So if you're just wanting to keep your hands down on the mat, if you want your blocks, or if you want to just grab that ankle, maybe both hands or one. As controlled and as carefully as you possibly can, float that right leg to the back of the mat. Arms can come up. That wasn't me, that was the mat, by the way, my mat parts. So we're going to take that heel in, open it up to warrior two. See? It's the mat. Bring that gaze over that left middle finger. We want the shoulders stacking over the hips, but nice and relaxed. Front heel should be in line with the back arch. Keep that knee over the toes. Flip that front palm, drop that right hand down the side, and reverse your warrior. You can either have the hand bound here like I got it behind the hip, or let it run down that leg. Inhale back to your warrior two. And exhale, start to draw that elbow to the knee. Reach that right hand long. Extended side angle. You can take whatever variation works for you here. So if you like it in front of the foot, behind the foot, we really just want to keep that length in the spine. Good. Take that back to your warrior two. Reverse it one more time. Warrior two. Straighten up that left leg. So the toes are still pointed towards the front of the mat. Right toes are still towards the side. So we're going into Trikonasana. So keep your warrior arms, pull on that right hip, start to reach that left hand forward until you get to that point where you can't reach anymore. Drop the hands, Trikonasana. So be careful not to come too low here. You're welcome to use a block. You're welcome to just rest that hand anywhere on the leg but the knee. The awesome thing is probably nobody's watching you, so you can do whatever the heck you want. You can make this as difficult or as easy as you like. And then windmill that top arm down. We're going to start to square the hips off over that left leg. Bring that right leg in for your pyramid. So now we have our legs on two different train tracks here. And that means that the left foot is closer to the left side of the mat. Right foot is closer to the right side. So we're coming into pyramid, Paschimottanasana. That back foot can be in a bit, about 45 degrees. And you'll notice my heel's not touching. That's perfectly fine if it doesn't. This should be a really nice stretch on that left hamstring. We can, of course, use our blocks here like so. When you're ready, and feel free to take a block with you if you need to, we'll step that right leg forward, right hand is coming to the side. We're making our way for revolved half moon. So our right hand is planting down as much as you can. Grab a block if you need it. We're lifting that right leg up, straightening that left knee as much as we can, and then we're rotating that left arm open up the chest. Revolved half moon. Take your time. And if you fall, just giggle a little and then come back in. Ever so gently drop that foot back down to that pyramid, straighten up both legs. And then release the right foot. Bring it up towards the left and meet me in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Shake out the legs if you need to wiggle it out. Good, let's inhale, take a flat back, and exhale, fold. Soften the knees, draw that belly button in and up as we gently lift all the way up. Inhale, drawing the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale up and fall down the spine. Catch your breath. Taking a moment to just notice the difference between the sides. And let's inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold, hinge and fold. Planting the palms, step or jump back to your plank. I'm gonna step. Lower down, chaturanga of your choice. And back bend of your choice. Whatever you choose for your back bend, just make sure that we're using the back muscles, not just the triceps. We want to be pressing the mat away, keeping the shoulders down and back. Stay out of the low back. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. All right, pedal out your dog, give it a walk. And if you're feeling wild and crazy, you can go ahead and jump it up to the hands, or you can take teeny tiny little baby steps. Both have their benefits. Once you get to the top, take a big inhale, meet me in a flat back. And exhale, fold. Soften the knees as you inhale all the way up, belly button up and in, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Draw out those hips, come down to your chair, reach those arms up overhead. I challenge you to go ahead, try to sink just a teeny bit lower, wherever you are. If that's not enough for you, try coming up off the heels. Maybe come onto those tippy toes. And one more breath here. If you're on the tippy toes, go ahead, drop those heels. Big inhale, straighten up those legs. Ah, sweet relief. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Let's ground through that right foot. Take that left foot back for a standing split. Same spiel. Try not to stack the hips. We really want to use that left glute. And whatever ankle variation, hand variation you tried on the other side, try it here. Oops. One side may be a heck of a lot easier than the other side. That's what being a human being does for you. So when you're ready, we're going to gently lift, as controlled as we can. Gently let that left foot come down. And we're getting ready for warrior two. All right. Bending deeply into that right knee. Make sure it's tapping over the toes. Keep those shoulders over the hips. And what I mean by that is we're not reaching forward or reaching back. We're nice and squared here. Gaze is over that right middle finger. Let's flip that front palm. Reverse your warrior. Open up that right side body. Big inhale back to your warrior. And exhale down to your extended side angle. Whatever variation you like here is perfect. Be sure to keep those hips low. And release that. Come on up, one more reverse. And back to your warrior two. Straighten up that right leg. Toes are still towards the front of the mat. Left toes are still towards me. Trikonasana. Or maybe you're on the other side now. Maybe your back's to me. Either way. And start to reach that right hand forward. Pulling back on that left hip. Really get some space here as much as you can. And then when you can't go any further, drop that right hand. Trikonasana on the right. Triangle pose. And let's start to bring that left hand back around. We're squaring off the hips, preparing for pyramid. So when you're ready, you can step that left foot in just a little bit. Foot is at a 45. Keeping the hips squared. Really get into those right hamstrings. Hamstring. Hamstrings, hamstring. Somebody's got to chat and tell me if it's hamstrings or hamstring on one leg. Not now, when you're done. When this starts to feel real crunchy, just breathe into that hamstring. Send some love, Send some of that energizing breath into those big leg muscles. And when you're ready, we will do our half moon on the other side. So we're reaching that left hand a little bit further than that right foot. Now this is taking a lot of flexibility. If you need to shift it forward, you're gonna totally fine. So we're getting that left hand ready. We're beginning to pick up that left foot. And when you feel as stable as you possibly can, we'll lift that right arm up and open up the chest towards the back. Revolve, half moon. Take your time. If you feel like you need to drop that back foot just to get your twist, that'll help. It's like a little kickstand there. Ever so gently start to drift that left foot back down, back into your pyramid. And then we can step that back up to the right, forward fold. Release the hands, arms, upper body. And just sway that up. Shake out the legs if you need to. Release the hands towards the ground. Take a big inhale, come into your flat back. And exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step or jump back, plank. Lower down chaturanga of your choice. Back bend of your choice. Hips back, child's pose. Oh, and just enjoy. Some folks really don't like child's pose, and that's totally fine. So if you need to do something to make this easier for yourself, please do so. We want this to be a respite. We want to rest a little bit. And let's shift the weight through tabletop. Taking a moment here, just shift those hips side to side. Keep that belly button up and in. And then when you're ready, start to make your way down to have a seat. However you have to get there is fine. So if you need to just kind of sit down, swing the legs around, whatever works for you. All right, we are going to do a little bit of core work because I love you and it's good for you. So plant those feet and let's bring them just a comfortable distance away from the sitting bones. And let's go ahead, sit up nice and tall. Make sure the shoulders are down and back, nice and relaxed. And start to sit back, using that core engagement. We still want that long line through the spine to the tailbone. So no bowing like this. Nice and strong and tall like this. When you're ready, let's flow the feet up. You can have the knees bent or straightened. Maybe you start one way and then maybe to end in another. So lift those hands up overhead and see if you can lift the upper body. Keep the balance and allow yourself to come down. Reach those hands forward. Inhale, float it up, reach. And exhale, balance here. Keep that low. Bring the hands behind the head. So you may need to sit up like that. I don't know if you saw that, but it's a little harder to stay low when the hands are behind the head. So we're going to squeeze that right knee to the left elbow. Take your time. Give yourself a little tap and squeeze. Coming back center. Twisting to that other side. Tap and squeeze. Good. Release back center. Tap the right knee. Release. Tap the left knee. Good, hold here, reach those hands forward, straighten up the legs for a challenge. Try to smile, or at least soften the face. Relax the jaw, relax the eyebrows. Ooh. Good, draw the knees in towards the chest. Try to keep that balance if you can, and just release the core a little bit. Give yourself a little rock side to side. We're not done yet. And go ahead, release those knees. This time as we bring our hands behind our head, we are tapping the same knee. So left elbow is coming to the left knee. Squeeze and just hold here for a moment. Straighten up that right leg. Good. Bend that right leg. Come back to that boat. You've still got your hands behind the head. And then we'll squeeze the right elbow to the right knee. And when you're ready, straighten up the left. Beautiful, back center. One more boat here. Go ahead, come on down to a low hover. Hold, you got it. And exhale, let it all come down. Woo. Shake those hips out. As we're lying here on the floor, when you inhale, act like your belly is a little balloon. So you want to float that belly up towards the ceiling or sky. And exhale. Good, let's do another one. So bring that belly up, really fill up through the hips to the belly, back, and exhale. Good. All right, let's make our way back up to sitting. And I'm gonna turn to you. You can stay where you are. So we're in a lazy Dandasana right now. We're gonna go ahead and pull out some of those fleshy bits from underneath the sits bones. And bring some engagement into those legs, lifting up through the crown. Big inhale, arms lift. And exhale, fold over those legs. Keeping the length and the straightness in the spine. Inhale, hold on to those toes or shins if you're up here, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good, come on back up straight. And we're taking that left foot inside the right thigh here, just kind of letting that knee hang out. If this is a bit much here, you need a little bit of extra support, feel free to bring a block under that knee just so you can kind of relax and enjoy the stretch a little bit. And let's do what we just did. So inhaling, lifting, and exhale, fold over the right foot. If you're into self-massage, you can always bring that hand up under, get into some of those tight bits in that muscle. Good. Lift that back up to sitting, draw that left knee up, and we'll go ahead and plant that foot. Take the left hand behind the hips, inhaling the right hand lifts. Now you can either, as you twist, hold on to that knee and then use it to help you open up the chest to the left, or you can bring it outside the knee here. Folks with your osteopenia, osteoporosis, you might want to stay out of this a little bit, probably 45 degrees from midline enough. With each inhale, you can lift up a little bit through the crown of the head, and with each exhale, maybe Get a little deeper into your stretch. Beautiful. Gently start to unwind. And just draw those hands over towards the right. Pick up that left hip. Give yourself a little dip. And lower that back down. Good. Draw that right foot in to meet the left for a brief little Baddha Konasana here. Cobbler's down angle. Peace fingers inside the big toes. Let's inhale, rise to the crown. And exhale, drop the chest over those feet. And slowly bring that back up to center. Drawing that left leg long, keep the right foot where it is. Big inhale, rise with the arms. Make sure both hips are firmly planted on the ground. And then exhale, stretch over that left leg. Again, and bringing in some of that massage. If you want to come in here, get some of those big, tight hamstring apostrophe S. Or sorry, parentheses S. I'm going to stop talking. Good. Gently walk your way back up. And we'll start to plant that right foot. Bring that knee up. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall. Bring that right hand back behind the hips. Left arm reaches and gently twist towards the right. Remember, keeping a length in the spine with each inhale. With our exhale, drawing a little bit deeper into the twist. Gently release, start to make your way back center. And let's just make our way onto our backs. We're going to end with a little bit of a heart opener pose. So if you've got your blankets or your pillow bolster, you can have it handy. We'll do another little stretch here before we get to that point. So just have it next to you. And just gently start to make your way down. Once you get here, take a big inhale. Open up your mouth. And draw the heels up towards the sits bones and just rock those knees left to right. Bringing the knees back up to center, leave the left foot planted. Hook that right shin on top of the left thigh. So we're coming to figure four or reclined pigeon. And then you can just thread the hands through, grab that left leg, feel that hip opener on the right side. Option to sway it out here if that feels okay on the hip. And then when you're ready, let that right foot come outside the left. So we're just basically dropping both legs to the left. Getting a little twist here. Let the legs fall wherever they land. And then the right hand can extend out to the right here. It's okay on the neck. Bring the gaze towards the right. And you can just close the eyes. Taking this opportunity to breathe into any final little bits of tension you may be carrying. And gently release that. Hug both knees up into the chest. Give yourself a little reset here. Maybe just rocking it back and forth. And then planting that right foot. Hook the left leg over the right, figure four on the other side. And you can just thread the hands through, hug that knee to the chest. Rock it out if it feels okay. And when you're ready, you can just let that left foot float down to the right side. Let the legs fall where they will. Reach that left arm long and bring your gaze towards the left. One last moment here. Go ahead, draw the knees back up to the chest. Give yourself that rock. Keeping the feet close to the heels. Grab your pillow. Place it under the chest here, and we'll end in a little heart opener pose here. So whatever you've got, you can draw it up to the hips so that the hips are still firmly on the ground. Allow yourself to lay across your pillow. Maybe the arms can open out to the sides here. This should be pretty gentle. And just relax. Allow the shoulders to open, the chest to open. Palms can be open, facing the ceiling. I'd like to read a little quote to you that has been meaningful to me during this time. It's from Ben Ogri, he's a Nigerian poet. Said the most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our suffering. It just reminds me that we can take whatever curveballs are thrown at us and learn to grow. Learn to move forward with the life we've been given, the circumstances we've been given. And once you're ready, you can either stay here on your pillow in your heart opening pose, or you can come all the way down, get yourself set up for Shavasana. I'm going to sit up. You stay in your reclined position. And one more time, take a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it out with a sigh. Big inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth. Relax and enjoy your final Shavasana. you are ready, start to bring awareness back to the body. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. And roll out the wrists and ankles. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And when you feel like it's time, roll on to your favorite side and just rest your head on your pillow or your arm. Feeling so nurtured and supported by all the wonderful things in our lives. Our friends, our family, the roof over our head, the food in our bellies. We have everything we need. And there's something so beautiful and secure and safe about that. And when you're ready, you can come on up to a comfortable seated position. And let's draw the palms to the knees. And just drop that right ear to the right shoulder, scooping through to the left. One more big breath and bringing that head back to center. You can rest the hands at the heart center. Guys, I just want to thank you so much for being here as part of our practice, and we are so grateful for all of you. We miss your faces so much. So just know that we miss you dearly. Sometimes some of you will leave your videos on and I can see your face, and it's great. Being the cameraman definitely has its perks. So I love seeing you guys. I just want you to know that. Anyway, have a great evening, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon. Namaste. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care of each other.